But from what I have seen from these two, you can tell they like dysfunction, they like drama. They get together, they break up, then they get together. But to see the difference is this time is that Lori Harvey was not claiming this guy. She was not claiming Future whatsoever. And now she's claiming him. And they're on this I don't say vacation, but they're on a trip together. And now, after I posted the video, I saw where Future put up a video talking about how he's kind of single. And there was reports that he's out partying with Insta Thoughts. Listen, it just shows me that she's with him to build her own profile. And he's with her because he likes to chase after the new it girl. There's always a new it girl that these dudes chase after. You know? All these rappers want to be with him. All these rappers want to date him and propose marriage to him, have a baby by him. But eventually, you know, those females come and go. And Lori is doing everything she can to stay in the spotlight by dating somebody in the industry, even though she's dated a father and son combination. And now she's dating a guy who's known to impregnate most of the women that he deals with. He's known to impregnate the women that he deals with. But that doesn't seem to bother her at all. You know? Now, Lori to me seemed like the type of female that's into these type of guys. You know, the guys who go around, they don't settle with any female. They usually are still sleeping with this woman, that woman. They'll have a kid with this woman, that woman. And there'll still be women who are attracted to that. And I've said that. I said, you know, there are women out here who are attracted to men that have multiple kids, multiple baby mamas. They are attracted to that. Because they see that as a guy who's high valued. You see, value to men and women are different. Now, you got women that say they value a man of intelligence. They value a man of, you know, having financially, you know, built himself up. But you also got women that value a man by how many women that he's able to get with. Now, y'all see those posts on Facebook, right? Where a female will put her baby's father on blast, right? She was just on top of his dizzick 2 days before then, but she's putting them on social media. She putting them on blast on social media now. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't saying that a couple of days ago. Other women see that and they like that. They want a piece of the drama. So they end up getting with this guy and getting themselves in the middle of it. Because they see his value, that he has this woman who's emotional about him, posting about him. Then you got this other woman who's posting about him. Like, we see value two different ways. See, men see value in a woman, yes, off her attractiveness and the qualities that she has. You know, she could be a woman with no kids. Okay. A woman who looks good, keeps herself up, is, you know, has intelligence, is not a dummy, who just has the qualities that we want with a woman that we want to be with. You know, we would never give a woman quality because she can get all these dudes' attention. It's easy for a woman who's, you know, okay looking to get attention from not say a lot, but get attention from dudes, right? But for some reason, when it comes to women these days, especially millennial women, you got some of these Gen Xers too. Gen Xer females too. They the biggest, you know, they are the worst at it when it comes to dealing with men who have multiple baby mamas and still dealing with these guys. There should be no reason why a man has over 12 or 13 baby mamas. There should be no way in the world that you as a woman are having relations with a guy who has multiple kids by multiple women, especially more than 5, and especially more than 8. But that's what's going on out here. You know, you have women that value a man by how many women that he can get. Do you know how many women, when they first talk to me, they tell me that I got a whole bunch of hoes. I got a lot of women. Like, do you find value in that? Do you find value in the fact that I may have a bunch of women, is that something that you value? Because that doesn't make sense for you to value a man who is juggling a whole bunch of women. You know, there's some men that are going to be, boastful about it. And there's some men that are going to be very low key about it. You know why? Because it's no big deal to them. Getting women is no big deal to them. And what's funny is the dudes that boast about it probably don't get that many women. But they know what's going to get a woman's attention. What's good, Bella? I really not see you. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing women that value a man having a whole bunch of women instead of a man who have a whole bunch of resources. They care more about if he can get a whole bunch of women than if he has resources. They value in the wrong things. They're valuing the wrong things. Bella got a picture up there. I had to look. Okay, she got a picture on there. Okay, all right. Anyway. And that's why you see Future is able to impregnate 7 women that we know of. 7 women that we know of. Let me tell y'all something. That number is only going to increase because there's going to be some woman out there that knows what he's about and they're not going to care. This guy is swinging Disick east and west. And they don't care. They literally don't care. They just want to know if they can get a baby by a rapper. And the ones who show them the most weakness for that happening is usually guys like Future. And that's why you got 2 women right now clamoring to get him to accept the seeds that he created with them. And he won't do it. But eventually, he'll bring them under heel just like he has the other ones. Now, I want a lot of women to understand, especially a lot of you millennial women and you Gen Zers, you need to shape up and you need to stop trying to chase the wrong things because a lot of men's priorities have changed. They're not out here just seeking to get your attention and to date you. They're moving on. You got guys that are going overseas. You got guys who are focusing on getting their money right. You got guys who sworn off marriage. So if you want to get these guys' attention, you definitely have to step your game up. But you have some females that don't want to step their game up. They don't think they need to step their game up. They think that they can be who they are and they're still going to get the same amount of attention and they're going to get, the same amount of marriage proposals that you got women who they'll brag about their marriage proposals and really nothing to show for it because your relationship still didn't work out. You still failed to get that elusive bag that you've been chasing. So what happens is you got women who give up and say, you know what, just gonna have unprotected relations with as many rappers as possible or athletes and hopefully get a baby by them. I think there's one Instagram model who has a kid by 2 athletes, I believe. That should never happen, man. So because she has a big old plastic assets, y'all are running up in these chicks raw. Do y'all know that these chicks have worked their way up the ranks of athletes and struggle rappers in their city, club promoters, to now finally getting to you? So you really have to look at that. We really have to look at what's going on out here. These are crazy times that we are in. All the struggle rappers, all of the the bench players on some of these semi-pro football teams. That these chicks are getting with the college athletes. And it's all because they're trying to chase that elusive bag, man. And they're getting more aggressive. These chicks are sharing secrets with each other. You know, telling each other how they could do this to get this guy's attention. And they can go to this club, go to this city. Yo, you know, I was thinking about doing a live stream on this. Some of y'all may know the dude Molly Mall, right? He was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. He's a rap producer. I believe he is of Middle Eastern descent. Apparently, there is an Instagram fitness model that flew out to go see him, right? And apparently, she ended up suing him because she claims that he drugged her, assaulted her, you know, called her a racial slur. Yeah, she's a sister. He slapped her in the face and said that you're my, you know, you my chick now, but he used a very different word. And she claims that, you know, he basically took advantage of her while he was with an adult film star by the name of Jaye Fox. Some of y'all may have heard this story. Well, apparently she's suing him, not pressing charges. She's just suing him. So Molly Mall posts text messages between him and her. And did y'all know? Did y'all know that this chick was burning the whole time she went to go see this dude Molly Mall? This chick literally told Molly Mall she needed money for medication because she was burning. She got some type of infection, or, you know, something to where she was burning down there. She was telling him that, right? And, you know, she's asking the dude for money for medication. I think for medication, right? And he's like, he don't know if he can do that. But he literally said in the text message that she was taking it. She was taking the D from him, even though she was burning. I'm like, wow. Oh my God. Yo, I found her Instagram page. Okay. I went to her Instagram page and I'm like, okay, she's probably posting about this. She's suing this guy. She claims that this guy, you know, called her a slur. He, you know, held her against her will. He forced himself on her. Y'all know I go to her page and it looked like ain't nothing went on. It's like she's posting all these pictures. She's showing off the only thing she has of value, her assets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not seeing no posts about her soon. I guess because she changed the name. So I looked in the comments and nobody was bringing up the Molly Mall situation. I guess I was the only one who was on the page that actually knew that this was the female, right? So I'm like, how are you suing this guy and nobody has found your page? Her page wasn't even on private because I guess they didn't know that that was her. So you out here burning. And guess what, y'all? Y'all know what's crazy? She told Molly Mall that she couldn't pay for the medication because she was a single mother. That's what she said. She basically did not want people to find out, or she did not want to have to go get the medication, I believe, because she's a single mother and either she couldn't afford it or she didn't want anybody to find out. So you mean to tell me that you left your child in Texas, which is where she's from, just to fly to LA, just so you can be treated basically in some type of race play BS that you were doing with Molly Mall? He's calling you his new bitch, and you know how you calling you with the N-word, and you were okay with that looking at the text messages. The only thing Molly Mall did for her, he'd say he took her out to the movies, out to eat or whatever, took her shopping. He gave her a one-way ticket home that was about $400, but that was about all she got. So you mean to tell me you flew to LA and you left your child in Texas so you can get dizzick from this guy who has another female with him, and you on Instagram like ain't nothing going on? These are the type of women who some of you dudes are simping and thirsting after. Women who are literally burning. Women talking about they are fitness models. You know what I'm saying? But they're really out here broke, probably living with roommates. They're single mothers, father ain't in sight. And they're getting flown out because she tried to make it seem like he was going to help her with her fitness career. You have 100,000 followers. How is he going to help you with your fitness career? The dude is in the music industry. How is he going to help you, with your fitness career? That doesn't even make sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. But that's what's going on with some of these females, man. Especially when they get around these non-black dudes. The chick said the medication was like $1,800. And he wouldn't give her the money for it. So I guess she sued him because she said that she was hurting the whole time she was there. So, bro, you flew out a chick that was, I don't even know how I'm still on this, but I just want to give y'all an example of what's going on out here with these chicks, man. You got your Lori Harveys and you got these women who are literally getting flown out. They're literally burning. Something's going on. Shout out to Eric Rankin. She probably wanted to be on Love and Hip. She probably did. But, the mindset of women these days is crazy.